Hey guys, welcome to LALoveCreative, and today we're talking about some of the tech gear that I picked up lately that you might want to consider, especially if you're a Canon shooter. If you haven't, make sure you hit the bell so you can stay notified when we post new videos. Cue the intro. For starters, if you are a Canon shooter like I am, I shoot on the Canon C70, which I'm shooting on right now. If you're a Canon shooter like I am and you don't want to shoot RF, especially on the Canon C70 where I like to use the speed booster so I can have that extra stop of light and basically making the camera a full frame camera. Now it's hard to find a wide lens for the Canon C70. I know there's the 15-35 RF, but I prefer to have the speed booster on my camera, so I don't want that lens. And that lens is about $2,000. And then there's the 16-35 2.8, which is like $2,200. What I did find was the 16-35 f4 IS Canon L lens. For about $1,000, you're getting a f4 aperture, which is not that bad, but you're also getting image stabilization. It's a lightweight, it's affordable, and the image is just amazing from this lens. It's kind of like a secret little hidden gem on the Canon C70, because not only do you get the, added bonus of having a full frame lens on this camera, but you also get the extra stop of light. So this f4 lens is more like a f2.8 lens now on the Canon C70. I love this lens, and I think a lot of people are not into it because it's f4, but it is just a killer lens, and I suggest you all pick one up. Another cool thing I got as a Canon shooter was the battery grip for the Canon EOS R6. I personally like to be able to shoot on my side, so I can shoot portrait mode basically, and I really like having extra batteries and making my camera a little bit more beefier. Now the battery grip is a little pricey. It is around like $350, $400, depending if you're gonna buy one like used or something. It has a little hatch where you can actually take the battery door from the Canon R6 and attach it to it so you don't lose it. Now, if you shoot with the Canon RP, I just picked up a Canon RP so that I could have a body, extra body when I'm shooting photography. They don't really have battery grips for the Canon RP. They do, but they're kind of wonky. But what I really wanted for that camera was just to make it bigger. So Canon actually sells a extension grip, which Canon should just make the camera bigger, and that would have been cool. However, if you do have a Canon RP, I definitely recommend you pick up the extension grip for the Canon RP. It'll make the camera way usable. Without the grip, I don't think I would even use the camera. Speaking of Canon accessories that are kind of hard to get right now, I know that a lot of you are probably trying to get EF to RF adapters, either the ND one or the one with the control ring. Right now, Canon is making a lot of cameras, but not making a lot of EF to RF adapters, and they're always back ordered. I personally think if you're gonna get a EF to RF, you should just buy the Canon one. It's $100. However, getting your hands on one right now is really hard. People are upselling them for like $300. One alternative that I found is this company called Comlight. They do a generic EF to RF adapter. It's not the best. It's like $80. It's not the best. It works really good with Canon L series lenses, EF lenses like that. Does not work really well, and it couldn't get it to work, and I couldn't even get it on my Sigma EF lenses, so don't even try that. But if you have Canon L series lenses that you want to put on your Canon C70 or the Canon EOS R6, you can get this adapter. I have one just in case I really just need one. I definitely suggest you at least pick up one of these as a backup in a pinch. And last but not least, one of the things that I am a big fan of that I literally was on the fence about purchasing, because I have some stabilizers, for my other cameras. However, all my stabilizers were not able to hold the weight of the Canon C70, which is my primary camera at the moment. So I caved and I bought the Ronin RS2. I love this gimbal. This gimbal is probably one of the best gimbals I've ever used. The features on the gimbal, the lightweight, the design, the traveling case. I love what DJI is really doing with this one right now. I love the fact that it's compact. I could totally see myself traveling with this gimbal. I love it how it has locking mechanisms so that when you're trying to balance the camera, you can lock different parts. I think it pairs really well with the Canon C70. It's not too heavy, and the gimbal itself is super light. I prefer to shoot handheld when I can, but having a gimbal for the Canon C70 helps with the micro jitters, and I think you just need one if you're gonna shoot high-end work or if you're gonna shoot weddings. But if you have any questions about any of the products I mentioned in this video, hit me up in the comments below, and I will see you next time. See you later.